Hey guys, it's Tammy, and guess what? Strict keto all the way. This is no bullshit time. I am not bullshitting you. I thought for a while that, the ketogenic diet, it doesn't work, doesn't it work? What the hell, I can't have my freedom. I can't have, a Whopper from Burger King. Why can't I have, this, that, or the other thing? It just sucks. Having heart failure sucks. It does. Having dilated cardiomyopathy, which means an enlargement of the heart, it sucks. I ain't gonna lie to you. And it's with you for life. And you have to take care of your health. And the only way that I know how to do it is through the ketogenic diet. And I'm going to tell you why. Okay? As you guys have been following my journey, you guys know I got bit by a dog, ruined my gut biodome. So I went carnivore for a month. I eliminated the foods out of my diet that made me sick, that made me bloated, gassy, painful, everything like that. I found out what vegetables I could have and what vegetables I cannot have. Well, I fell into a deep, dark depression. I fell into depression because, I couldn't enjoy the foods that I loved anymore. And it was mostly 95% meat. Honestly, it was 95% meat. And, some people can do it. I can do it. It's not a big deal. But, it got depressing. And not only that, but other things happened too. And I cannot express this enough. I express this in other videos. You have to take care of yourself first. When I died on March 29th, 2016, that was a fucking wake-up call that, hey, you come number one, Tammy. Your kids come second. Whatever else comes third, whatever else comes fourth. You have to come first. And it's just not with women. It's with men too. Men do this too. We always think about everybody else. You got to make sure that the kids have this. Your husband, significant other, whatever, has this. Your pets have this. The house, is fixed or whatever. Your car, your friends, and blah, blah, blah. Everybody else you take care of. But I forgot and I lost sight of myself. So that's when anxiety started to set in the past 6 months. When you lay down, you got that Rolodex that goes off in your head, before you go to bed. And then you can't fall asleep. It's like, it's like, okay, got to take the car in tomorrow. Got to make sure the husband gets up for work in the morning, make sure the kids get off to school, make sure the kids get everything that they need. Is their homework done? Blah, 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 is the dog fed? Got to take the dog to the vet, you got to change the water in the goldfish bowl, shit like that, and I'm not going to lie to you, it's shit like that. And you don't sleep. So I wasn't getting enough sleep. That was number one. Number two, it affected my diet. For the past 6 months, my diet has been shit. It's not shit all the time. It was about like 80% keto, but 20% of it was crap. Friends would call me up. Hey, you want to go out to dinner? We're going to a Mexican restaurant. So what do I have? I have the nachos. I have, the chips and salsa. Or, we go to a burger joint. You have the burger and fries. I didn't, and I figured one cheat, get back on track the next day, things like that. Well, guess what? Every weekend you're going to parties, you're going out with your friends, you're, doing this, having a handful of this here and there, having a handful that it's not going to hurt. Well, 6 months later, it hurts. It caught up with me. It caught up with me. 3 months ago, I had my TSH done because I was tired. I was tired. And usually the first sign of having hypothyroidism for me is being tired. That means my thyroid is off. And it was. It was 2.0 was my TSH. So we adjusted my meds. And I just had my test done this week and it came back at 0.3. So I am borderline hyper right now. So we're going to have to adjust my meds because being hyper with heart failure is not good. It affects your heart. So we have to adjust my meds for that. I went and saw my cardiologist on Tuesday. He did every freaking blood work there, my basic chem panel, my magnesium, my vitamin D, my B12, my kidney, my liver. Every test you could think of, everything came back beautiful right down the middle. Nothing was on the low side, nothing was on the high side. Everything came back beautiful, except for my BNP. Now, for people that don't know what a BNP is, how do I explain this in layman's terms? A BNP checks your blood for cardiac enzymes if you have or if you had a cardiac problem. The lower your BNP, the better, obviously. The higher means the worse that your heart is getting. Last November, my BNP was 1,000. Doctors weren't really worried because when you have heart failure and you have dilated cardiomyopathy or you have a heart problem, your BNP is going to be a little bit elevated. They weren't really worried because even though my ejection fraction rate is 22%, I was still able to lift heavy in the gym and do my intense workouts, cardio and stuff like that. So they weren't really worried. My BNP came back at 2,400, which means that my heart failure is getting worse. So now I have to have a right heart cath done, which means that they will stick a wire down in there and with a camera and they will explore my heart, which is totally cool because I get to stay awake for it and I get to watch it like on this 150-inch screen TV. It's just totally awesome. I think I showed a picture of it like 2 years ago. I love it. I love it. Just to see what's going on with my heart to see if it's really gotten worse. I mean, that is the true exam to have done. Plus, I also have to have a stress test done. That means I'm going to be hooked up, with the whole face mask thing and wires connected. They want to see how much oxygen I'm putting out and sucking in while I'm exercising on the treadmill. So I have to have that done. Now, as you guys know, I've been sick for the past month. I went in for a chest x-ray to make sure that I didn't have pneumonia or walking pneumonia in my lungs. I thought it was something with my lungs. Well, comes back, my lungs are completely clean, 100% clear. But my dilated cardiomyopathy has grown. It has swollen. My heart is swollen right now. And that's why I am still coughing. It's not because I have a cold. It's because there's fluid around my heart. Because when you're diagnosed with heart failure or dilated cardiomyopathy, most of us are put on a sodium restriction. Usually the average is anywhere between 1,500 to 2,000 milligrams. Some are lower, some don't have, a sodium restriction. Most of us are put on a water restriction. When I first started out, I was on 33 ounces a day. That's all I could have. And, now I don't have to watch my water. I can drink as much as I want. So now, because of everything that's going on, I have to be more strict because when I wasn't doing keto this summer in the past 6 months, I was eating those high sodium foods. I was eating, that, who knows at a restaurant when you're sitting down and you're having a burger and fries, how much sodium is in that meal, You don't know. And it just sucks. It sucks for people with heart failure and stuff like that. It just sucks when we go out to eat. We just don't know, and we have to take that chance. I think you guys know what I'm talking about the sodium levels. But I want to describe this. The nurses at Freighter and the doctors at Freighter are just so awesome. And Valerie, my girl, she explained this to me. And this is how it is. This is how it is with heart failure and sodium, You go to Walmart and you buy $100 pool that's 1,000 gallons. And you're thinking, oh, cool, I'm getting a sweet deal. This is sweet. This is sweet. So you go to the cashier to pay for it. Cashier looks at you and says, guess what? You need a 1,000-gallon pump to filter and pump the water that's in that 1,000-gallon pool. But this pump is going to cost you $1,000. And you're like, I can't afford $1,000. So I'll take the 500-gallon pump for the 1,000-gallon pool. So what eventually is going to happen? That pump is going to burn out because it's trying to keep up with that 1,000 gallons. That 500-gallon pump is going to burn out. And that's exactly where my heart failure and dilated cardiomyopathy is going because I cheated on the keto diet. Can you believe it? 6 months later, this is the outcome. So not only is my BNP elevated to 2,400, which means that basically my heart failure is getting worse according to my blood work, but my x-ray that I had done showing that my dilated cardiomyopathy, which was shrinking, Last echocardiogram in October, it only shrunk by a centimeter, but it was shrinking. I fucked it up by cheating on the keto diet, you guys. I fucked it up. I fucked up my health by cheating. And so, guess what? No more cheats, no more treats, no more anything. The 30-day keto challenge, here we come. I'm even going stricter. I am eliminating beef. I am eliminating pork. The only thing that I'm going to be having is chicken, fish, turkey, shrimp, and tuna. That is it. Half of my plate is going to be my protein, and half of my plate is going to be my vegetable, you guys. Maybe with a little bit of butter on my broccoli or whatever. But I'm going to tell you right now, super, super strict. No more fat bombs in my future. You know, none of those keto products, slim fast keto crap out there. No bulletproof coffees, no nothing. It is 100% strict keto from now on for the rest of my life. My health is just way too important. I have to put myself first. Now, again, I have to put myself first in order to succeed. My kids need me. My cat needs me. You know, everybody who loves me needs me. But strict keto is where it's at. So this is what I want you to remember. The next time you want to go cheat, the next time you want to have that treat that's not inside the ketogenic diet, let me tell you, don't do it. Just don't. It'll affect your health in the long run like it did me 6 months later. And guess what, you guys? I am suffering. I am suffering. I may look good. I may feel good on the outside, but the inside is telling me a different story. All right, you guys, I thought I would just let you know that I thought I had to go low carb and low fat for a while. No, it's time to get back to strict keto like I have been doing for the past 2 weeks, but even more strict than that. I have to get my health back in check. I have to start shrinking my, dilated cardiomyopathy again. I got to bring them BMP numbers down. And the only way I know how is through the ketogenic diet, you guys. All right. Remember, take care of your body. It's the only place you have to live. All right. Bye, guys.